So today we're going to go over creating a drafting view for this moment frame. Sometimes it's nice to do this as part of the model, but sometimes it's nice to kind of disconnect this view and do it as a drafting view as well. And so what I'm going to do here is we're going to start setting this up. So let's go back to our model. I have a building section open here, and then I also have our gable. And so you can see here I have some reference planes copied here. And we have some lines. So I've actually used detail lines for the different elevations. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to go here and we're going to go to line and we're going to draw a line here and we're going to copy this line up. So that is our zoning line. Doesn't matter what line type you have. We go to basement, basement top of wall, first floor. We're going to go to I think first floor top of walls. Let's do that one, and then we'll do these up here. We might need some more, but that'll be a good start. So now we have these. So let's select all these instances visible in view. So it's going to give us all our pieces there. Let's click copy up here. We're going to go to our main gable view, and we're going to hit paste. So those are all of our levels, and so I'm going to move this and kind of align it with what we have there already. And so you can see we have some dimensions for some stuff, and I've started writing some text. So that's kind of the start of that, and so that just gives us some heights that we can utilize to start kind of laying this out. So next thing we want to do is we want to start drawing our steel. So if we look back at our view here, we have these steel beams. So what I like to do is I like to go into insert load Autodesk family, and we want to change, in my case I'm going to change my region to be US Imperial. I like using the Imperial models a little bit better. We're going to go into detail items, and we're going to search for W wide flange. Let's type in wide flange. So we have a few different types. We want not a welded wide flange. Let's just type in W. I guess we'll do the welded wide flange. So we got this one here, and maybe we'll bring in this shape as well. So it might not be exactly accurate portraying what's there, but it's good enough, I would say. So let's load those in, and it's going to open up this big table here. And so what I like to do is just double check what we need. So we need a W8 by 21, W12 by 22, and so W8 by 21 and W12 by 22. So let's go down. This is definitely the wrong size here. Let me pause that, see if I can find the right one. So my apologies, came back in here. So I'm just going to click exit. I'm going to click over here where it says structural steel framing. And we're going to remove the filter, and we can actually just type in W here. We want W shape side and W shape section and W shapes top. Might as well bring in all of those. And here we go. Let's find our W8 by 21. We want a W12 by 22, W12 by 22. And we're just going to hold the control button on our keyboard, and we're going to click OK. And we're going to maybe have to do this again. Let's see. Yeah. W12, W8. Holding the control button, keyboard while you do that. And holding the control button again. And so now we have our steel. So let's go into our architecture tab here, our annotate tab here, and let's go to component, and we want to find our W shape side, W8 by that one there, and so we want to go up to our point. So that section I grabbed was a bit generic, and so let's go and find our proper section. So I'm going to go to our structural floor plan here that we have, and we started creating these sections here. So it's not showing in this view. So I'm just going to go to here, and I'm going to turn off that filter. So we actually have a filter allowing us to show or hide different sections based on the name of them. And so I'm going to go to my S sheets and I'm going to click visible. And so there's just some examples of some filters we have here. It's probably going to make me sync here. So let's enable S sheets. Let me see if it allows me to do that. Click OK. Yeah, okay. So it wants me to sync because we have someone else using this at the same time. So I'm just going to pause this. You can see now that we have this that filter enabled. We can see this section. So what I like to do is let's go and grab some detail lines. So we're going to go to DL on the keyboard, or you can go to annotate detail line. And we want to use this line right here. So this is our top of wall 3, so that's good to know. And then we have our steel beam, so this should be below our floor. So we're going to lower this to be negative, it'll probably be negative 2.25 inches. So that's basically 1.5 inches below our subfloor. Subfloor should be up there, so that's our floor finish. We have our subfloor. Now we have 1.5 inches space in there. These beams should be rotated, so we can go to our floor plan and rotate them. So let's rotate that 90 degrees. So it's probably going to remove some dimensions, and I'm going to go right here. And then we're going to move it 1.5 inches beyond. Probably actually move it 2 inches beyond, so that we have 1.5 inches plus some airspace. So let's rotate this one 90 degrees. Let's move this to the edge, and then we'll move it 2 inches beyond again. And we may want to go more than 2 inches. We'll leave it at 2 inches for now. So that's that. Let's go back to our thing here. So that line would be our top of wall 3. So I believe our top of wall 3 is here. So it's right about there. And then we want to know our height of our steel. So we have this set at top of wall 2. So it's actually a little bit above. So I'm just going to go to DL, and I'm going to draw a point a little bit above here. And we also have this center line, so let's draw another DL right there. And then we have the width of this, so let's just draw a DL for there. And let's draw another DL on the other side. So we know that. And then we're going to draw the angle of this roof. So we're just going to go to the inside here, and then draw it down that side. So then let's select all instances visible in view, and let's go to copy. And what I might actually do, let's go DL. I'm just going to put a DL at this so that we know where that reference is. Select all instances visible in view. Let's copy it, and let's copy that to our main gable. And let's paste it here. And so we want, I'm going to delete these two lines for a second here. We want this to be, bottom line to be at our area there, and then we can move this over to be on that side there. And so now we're starting to have this. So I have this reference plane here. You can go RP. I'm just going to draw some reference planes kind of in place of some of these lines here. So, and part of it's just so that we have them both. This one up top is not going to be very important, but we will keep it there for now. If you can't lock on what you want to lock on, like that. And again, I just find that I might have to fix that one. Just having these reference planes here also help with organization. So now that we have these reference planes, we want to start, I guess, modeling some of this steel. So I'm just going to flip this. Can I flip this? No. So let's do another RP. And so this is at this line right here. And we're going to lower this beam down to this point. And then we're going to copy this over to the other side in a minute. But what I like to do is I like to do one side first. So let's go to New, create Similar. And we're just going to draw it up on this angle. We can use the Align button to align it. Let's see, let's align it to the bottom. And again, this will continue all the way up to there. And this will continue down to right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to manually draw that connection in. And now we also have some dimensions of what all this looks like. So let's copy this over to the other side. Click the wrong button there. Let's mirror that. Like so. We also have our W12. So let's go create Similar. Here, W12 by 22. Let's draw that in here. And so let's add a dimension here. So this is 3 inches. So we're going to change this to be just our detail dimension string. And this will be actually be 2.25 below. And then the other thing I might draw on here is maybe we'll take it actually from our view here is actually drawing the outline of the window. And again, we might want to raise this up because this dimension is pretty small. So we probably want that to be 2 inches. And then we also have this HSS2 in here. And this is something that we've added, not from the engineer, but we've added it from the window company. And it's just a way for us to, I guess, tie both sides together and then also kind of break up the window system. So this is at a height of 11 feet. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to grab a filled region. So let's go into here, filled regions. I'm just going to grab a square. And what I want to do is I want to grab the outside of this. And then we're going to do the same up here. So we're going to grab the outside of this. Like so. And then we'll just do a detail line to go up and over. And what we're basically doing is we're grabbing the window dimension here. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to make some adjustments to the moment frame if need be. And then we're going to do one more here in the basement. Drafting or filled region. Let's do a box. Around like so. And let's select all instances visible in view. And then we're going to also grab these 2 lines here, and we're going to go copy, go to our moment frame, and we're going to paste, and then I'm just going to bring these over based on that line. And so now we kind of have this window area section here. So let's load in that HSS. So let's go to Insert, Load Family, or Load Autodesk Family, and we're going to type in HSS. We want side or top. HSS, rectangular, top. Let's load that in. And I think we had a HSS 2 by 5 by 2 by 3/8 would probably work. Let's load that in. And let's go to annotate component. We can draw that going across here, like so. And then what we want to do is make this window a bit smaller on the top and bottom to accommodate for that. So that's kind of the start of that. And so for these intersections, what we're going to do is we're going to do some filled regions. And we're just going to go up like this. And click place. We're going to rotate this down. And now we're just going to trim and extend these lines, delete those. Let's make these medium lines. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to extend this past just a little bit, and we're going to grab this these end lines, and we're going to make these invisible. And so that's going to kind of create our jog like that. And this should be white masking, and we'll bring that to front. So now you can't tell that that's covering it, and we can just grab this and bring this down here, and that does that. And then we just need to hide these two lines as well. So what we could do here is just grab this whole thing and bring that in there, and then just drag this out. So, and then these three components will cover that intersection. And if we turn on line weights, we can see what that looks like. So I might have to adjust those line weights a little bit, but that's the general idea. And then we can just mirror this over to the other side. And we can just copy this up and then adjust it at the top as well. And that's kind of the start to this detail. So I'm going to pause there, and then I'll come back and finish some stuff in another video.